What's up, everyone? I'm Steve-O. I'm in Alberta, Canada, watching the Edmonton Oilers versus my Ducks. Drinking mostly Canadian, and these are my seats for tonight. We're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey in all teams. Finally, we got to Edmonton. I've been waiting a while to do this video on them. We did most of the teams from the East, and we did a few teams from the West. Now we're at Edmonton. There's a lot to say about Edmonton. They've had a very interesting year, a lot like my Canadians. Did really well last year. This year, what's going on? Let's discuss it. On this side, you'll see some statistics from last year. This side, you'll see some statistics from this year. Anything in green is an improvement. Anything in red is not. These statistics will probably not match up with the end-of-year statistics. They'll be close, but there'll be a little bit of differences because I'm filming this before the season ends. Anyways, I'm going to go through all of the statistics with you. I'm going to go through, I'm going to talk about the players, talk about the goalies, and then I have some positive and negative storylines from the Edmonton Oilers season to talk about. So let's just jump into this. Let's not waste any time. League rank last year, 8th. Pretty good season. And that was a great season because they had done so poorly for so many years before that. It was such a sigh of relief for Oilers fans. And now we're back. A little bit. I mean, it's just temporary. I think we can all agree that it's just temporary. They'll be back to their form as from last year, probably next year. But this year they're ranked 24th. 103 points last year, 76 this year. They might get a few more. Obviously, the season's not over, like I said. 247 goals for last year, 227 this year. Last year, they ranked 8th in that category. This year, they're ranked 19th. 212 goals against last year, 260 goals against this year. They were ranked 8th again last year in that category, and 28th this year. Plus 35 last year, minus 30 this year. That's a huge jump. Differential rank last year was 6th, this year 22nd. Power play last year 22.9. This year 14.4%. That is an absolutely massive drop. Last year they ranked 6th in that category. This year 31st worst power play in the league. Penalty kill last year 80.7. This year 76.3. Excuse me. So they did worse there for sure. Penalty kill rank 18th last year, 26th this year. Shots per game last year 31.1, 33.4 this year. Last year they ranked 8th in that category. This year 7th. Shots against per game last year 29.5. This year 32. Shots against per game rank last year 9th. This year 17th. And then the last category, faceoffs, 47% last year, which put them in dead last in the league. This year 48.6, and they're 25th in the league. So that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red that you see on the screen there. Did worst in almost every single category. Very unfortunate season for the Edmonton Oilers, but still not that unfortunate for Connor McDavid because he currently has 106 points, 41 goals. Wow. Draisaitl, 69. Nugent Hopkins, 46 points. Strome, 34. Lucic, 34. Nurse, 25. Camilleri, 22. Kara, 21. Or is it Kara or Kara? I think it's Kara. Benning, 21. Clefbaum, 21. Russell, 21. And Kagula, 20. Kajula? Is it Kajula or Kagula? I think it's Kajula. Man. Crazy. I'm having a rough day. So goal scorers, they've got 20. I'm really having a rough day. Goal scorers, they've got 3 in the plus 20 category. McDavid in the plus 40 plus category. This is what happens when you film like 8 videos in a row. You start to lose your mind. Assists, McDavid rocking past 60 with 65. Draisaitl, 45 assists. And Nugent Hopkins, 23. Pretty balanced player. 23 goals, 23 assists for 46 points total. If we jump to the goalies, Talbot, 66 games played, 30 wins, 31 losses, 3.05 goals against average, .907 save percentage. They've had some goalie changes. I'm going to talk about Montoya, even though he's only played like 5 games. He's got 2 wins, 2 losses, 2.94 goals against average, .906 save percentage. There's not really much to discuss there. Now on to the points that I'd like to talk about. Todd McLellan, he had success in San Jose. He had success when he came to Edmonton, and this is his... It's not his first sign of concern in Edmonton. There was definitely some challenges when he first joined the team, but he has his challenges now. His job could potentially be on the line, although I believe that's the wrong decision. I do not blame the season on him. I know many do, but I personally do not. I really like the guy, actually. Jujhar Khaira, I can't say enough good things about him. Man, he can score, he can fight, he can pass, he can make plays, he can play a 200-foot game. He's fast. I think he's one of the best fighters in the league. He'll stick up for teammates. Love watching this kid play. So glad that he was able to break in the roster this year. I can't wait to see him play next year. It's going to be awesome. McDavid being McDavid, there's nothing really to say about McDavid. I know everyone probably wants me to talk about McDavid, but what's there to say? He's doing McDavid things. He's the man. Nugent Hopkins, however, is someone I would like to talk about because he's playing a very strong season. He's playing alongside McDavid for most of the season. They're finding chemistry. He's finding success, and it's not just because he's playing with McDavid. If you watch Nugent Hopkins, he does a lot of important things on the ice away from McDavid. He's actually having a really good year personally for him, so that's great to see. The Slepyshev experiment, still a bit of a question mark. Not really working out as well as they had hoped. There was rumors that he might get traded. He might go to a different league. He's kind of all over the place. Still not sure what's going to happen there. Kyler Yamamoto got some time. He was their highest draft pick this year, or last year, I guess. He got some time at the beginning of the season. I was hoping he would get more. He struggled a little bit. I think he's still young. He's 19, so I'm very excited to see him play more in the NHL. Hopefully next year. He is my favorite player on the Edmonton Oilers, even though he's technically not on the roster this year because he hasn't played enough games. But I really love that kid, and I can't wait to see him play consistently in the NHL. I think he's going to be great. I was so jealous when Edmonton drafted him because I really wanted Montreal to draft him, but it just didn't happen. Cam Talbot looks amazing some games that I've watched. In some games he's looked terrible. He's pretty inconsistent, and the team's really left him out to dry defensively quite a bit in certain games that I've watched. I've probably watched about 25 to 30 games in Edmonton. I tend to watch Canadian teams a little bit more than American teams. Lucic, that contract is absolutely garbage in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. You're allowed to do that, but in my opinion, I hate that contract. I don't see him fitting in on Edmonton whatsoever. He is slow. He can't keep up with McDavid, which he was supposed to play with when he first came to the team. He can't keep up with basically anyone else on the team. I just don't see him fitting in. He's not doing terrible, but I just don't feel like his play structure is gelling with the play structure of the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are a fast team. I just don't see him fitting in. Feel free to disagree. Zach Kassian was basically invisible and compared to the playoffs that he had last year. If you guys remember any of the playoffs last year, he was scoring such crucial goals. He was all over the ice. He was laying hits. He was passing. He was scoring. It was pretty exciting to watch, to be honest. And I don't remember. That's a lie. There was one game this year that I remember him making a really impactful play. It was a goal. I think it was a game-winning goal. But other than that, he's been pretty invisible, and that's frustrating. The Draisaitl contract is the last thing on my list. This is probably going to be something that the majority of people watching will disagree with me about. That's okay. I don't make videos assuming that everyone is going to agree with me or hoping that everyone will agree with me. In fact, I like when people disagree with me because that's really what this channel is all about. And any hockey YouTube channel, really, it's all about sharing your opinions and having a conversation with people and reading the comments and just having fun with it. But I personally think that contract is too much for Draisaitl. Yes, he's producing offensively. He's still young. I just feel like 8.5 is just a little bit too high. I'm being real picky there. But if I can be, that's what I would change. I'd bring him down to about 7. There's been rumors that he might get traded. That seems weird. You sign a guy for so much money and then you think about trading him. I don't know if that's a true rumor, but don't pull a Montreal. Don't pull a Marc Bergevin, please. Just keep him. Like I said, in my opinion, his contract's a little bit high, but just keep him. Please don't send him away after you sign a big contract. Your fans will not be happy, as Canadians fans are not happy with Marc Bergevin when he does it. PK Subban. All right, so that wraps up my video on the Edmonton Oilers. I really do think that they'll bounce back next year. They have a lot of work to do in the offseason, a lot of decisions to make, some cap decisions specifically to make, but I do think that they will bounce back. I think this is a blip. So thanks, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. The next team I'm going to do is, I have no idea because I haven't prepared it yet. So, but there will be coming. I think it's Chicago. I think Chicago's next, and then the teams after that will follow. So I hope you're watching lots of hockey. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you do, please hit the like button down below. That helps a lot. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps us even more. And I will see you in that next Chicago video, I think. Adios.